goddamn great.
Your legs feeling better this morning?
They are, but it's leg day tomorrow, so we're in trouble. Um, as you guys can see in the live stream, we are without a certain couple of guests. Now, in fairness, Evan said he would be a maybe. So we'll let Evan off the hook. Now, Mark was a shoe in. He was a sure thing, I was told. He had downloaded the app and he was ready to roll. And then this morning, he's a ghost. So this is the second time we have tried to have Mark on the show. And I understand he's not much of a morning person, but this is a little bit silly. So what we'll do is we'll change the graphic, and you and I will go to the backup plan, which is we're just going to review all the matches and maybe make some predictions here.
Sure,
What do you
sounds
think?
good. I'm down with that.
Yeah, and we might have a better special guest on Friday.
Yeah.
If he says yes and he wants to come on the show, he is more than welcome. He's a guy that I have always had in the back of my mind to have on the show, whether it was Crossfire or over on this channel. And I think it's a good opportunity to do that now. But I hope I didn't give too much away because I don't think you've even talked to him about it. We're going to float the idea by him today. So
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have no problem at all.
yeah. So what's new, Jeff? What's going on? What's the happenings with your tournament? What do you want to talk about as far as logistics and things that are happening that either is helping or getting in the way of your tournament? What do you want to say?
I'm just trying to make contingency plans right now, so it's stressful, but it's it's really stressful. Just having backup plans, talking to the border control and security and all that here in Canada, I don't know, it just pisses you off more, to be honest with you. You can phone 10 times and get 10 different answers, and you can read all you want. You can say this is essential, that's not essential. You can do this, you can do that. It's as long as you quarantine, it's okay. Oh, man. So just trying to have a backup plan if Ron and Dallas get turned back at the border. That's kind of what I've been working on. So I am going to bring out Alan Ford. He's gonna come out, and if if Dallas gets turned away, then we'll have a 4-way matchup with BLM, Alan Ford, Alex Martizas, and Joe Fox.
Now, is BLM aware of this?
Yeah.
Okay. Alan Ford can be, if he's training, he's a killer, man. He's good.
Yeah. So that's kind of a backup plan if things go south. Hopefully they don't, but it's really it comes down to the discretion of at the border.
I'm the same, and I really I'm optimistic this will happen. I really want to see the Dallas versus BLM match. That's possibly the one I'm the most excited about because I think that Dallas is on the verge of greatness. I really believe that. Now, I'm not saying he's going to run away with this match, but it's his opportunity to make a statement, and I think he's well aware of that.
Yeah, and I think over and above Brendan, I think he's taking this a lot more seriously.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. You see Dallas, he is serious. He is training. He is nutrition on point. At least the optics say that, right? He's not sitting there eating his pot stickers and
well, no, that's exactly right.
Drinking beer, right?
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, he's treating this like he's a real athlete getting ready for something huge.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. So, I mean, that's the main event in a nutshell. We already had those guys on the show. We've talked about it at length. It's a great matchup. It's an intriguing matchup, and I can't wait to see it. maybe BLM can put the brakes on him. Maybe.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I've never seen either one of them live. I haven't seen even Brendan's matches. I haven't really scrutinized that much and paid much attention to. I think that one on Facebook Live against CJ Twine for the Wall preliminary match or Facebook Live match, whatever it was hard to really tell. Like, I haven't really studied Brendan that much, so I don't know, how it's going to go, or to make any sound predictions. But all I can say is Dallas is taking this extremely seriously. He's ready to go, and he wants to come to Canada no matter what. He's coming across that border.
Yeah, and he's got a great attitude. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Yeah.
So that's a right-handed match.
Yeah.
Now, the match that we were supposed to be talking about today is Mark versus Evan, and we've talked about it last week when Evan joined us on the show. And are they just going? Is it right and left, those matches?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's make predictions. I've got money on Mark with the left arm, but given what I've experienced lately, I don't know how seriously he's taking this match.
Yeah, see, that's there is no question. Mark, when he's up here, he's hard to beat. I've seen him, his wins over Mark Harrison, but then I seen him lose. I gotta be careful how I say this.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Just
well, he's lost to a lot lighter guys, but both these guys are awesome arm wrestlers, and Ali Hamadia and Joe Fox. Both have beat Mark, and I mean, but they're both incredible arm wrestlers and can probably maybe beat him on any given day, but they're substantially lighter, right? 2 weight classes below them.
Ali's one of the most underrated guys there is.
Ali's that guy's got worlds of potential. He can bang with anybody in Canada at any given day. I was in Portland when he tied up Cody Merritt, so I was 2 inches from the table.
2 inches from the table?
Oh, I was right there.
You almost
shoving the ref out of the way. What was Bill Collins' son's name?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he was reffing. I was almost shoulder to shoulder with him.
Yeah, that's cool. So, Mark, that's a pick 'em. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe
I'm gonna go Mark left, Evan right.
I don't know, man. Like, the right arm is almost as hard to pick as the left because they're both dominant left-handed arm wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you the question. You've seen Mark train.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you seen him really seriously train hard for a match?
Would have been that last Battle Zone tournament against Mark Harrison.
Okay.
And that was that this year? Was that in February? Or was that last fall? I can't even remember.
I mean, here's the problem, right? You got Evan Burgoyne, who, if Mark takes him lightly, he's gonna smash him. Like, Evan's he's a good arm wrestler, man. Like, he's and if he hasn't taken it seriously to this point, then what are we, 3 weeks out?
Mm-hmm.
This is it's gonna be a long day.
Yeah.
So I'm still taking Mark with the left and probably Evan with the right.
Mm-hmm.
But I would it's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good match. And
it's hard to say. I know I was talking to Matt Mask there 2 nights ago, and he he favors Evan on the left.
I might be sending the Grippler $50.
Did you bet him?
Yeah, I did. I said I put money on Mark. He goes $100. I said, whoa, slow down there, fella. How about 50?
Oh yeah.
So it's fun, but it's I might be sending Grippler $50. In fact, I think the odds are I'm probably sending him $50, but we'll see. I hope Mark proves that wrong.
Yeah, it's all yeah. Mark's his worst enemy, and it's all how he prepares, if he's training, if he's how he's doing, how he's feeling, if he's, well.
So going top down. Now we've got Fraser Benoit versus Ty Sakal. So we've got the old lion versus the young lion.
Yeah.
We've got the veteran Canadian champion, world experienced arm wrestler, Fraser Benoit versus the up and coming Ty Sakal, who has bitten off big chunks on his rise to this match. So, and this is no different. This is for sure the biggest challenge that Ty has faced.
Yeah.
And the one intangible factor in this match is Fraser has not pulled in quite some time and took some time off of training.
Fraser. I was Fraser and I got together on Sunday, and we pulled for a bit together, and I don't know, man. Like he's either so full of shit or he's like he can say whatever, he takes losses hard. We know that.
We do know that.
But I think behind the scenes there is no Fraser that's not training at some capacity.
Here's the deal. Fraser, when I ask him, hey, when he asked me rather, hey, have you talked to anybody? How's the guys out in the East Coast doing? And I tell him, I haven't talked to anybody. He says, you're full of shit. You're lying to me. He doesn't believe me ever, right? If I say I did talk to them, he'll say, you're full of shit. You're lying to me. So it doesn't matter what I answer. I'm lying.
That's right.
But I watched Fraser walk into a national championship with an arm brace on. Tell everyone he wasn't pulling with his left arm.
Mm-hmm.
And then got called up to the table and took the brace off as he's walking to the table.
Yeah.
All just to mess with people.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm saying. He came out. He came out on Saturday. I mean, he felt good, really good.
Well, I think the old lion takes this match, but I think Ty makes a good show of it.
Yeah. I mean, Ty is a true up and comer, and that guy. I mean, he'll do great things and worlds of potential again. But yeah, I got Fraser on this one, 3-0.
3-0, huh?
Oh yeah.
Interesting, man. Interesting. Okay, 3-0. I'm gonna say 3-1.
Where do you think Ty beats him?
Only on speed.
See, that's and I had thought about that, but that's one thing that
Fraser's fast.
Yeah, man, like crazy fast.
Fraser also thinks he's the heavy favorite. So Ty could surprise him one time.
It's possible.
And it will be early, maybe the first match. And then some adjustments will be made, and Fraser will reestablish control.
Yeah.
But the up-and-comers, man. So Fraser takes on a few of those. He took on the old dog and Jason Dubray.
Mm-hmm.
When I say old, I use that it's relative. I mean, they're both roughly the same age. But we have two former Canadian champ. I think Jason's actually a world champion at one point.
See, I don't know much about Jason. I really don't. I only ever heard of him.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
But you don't hear from him much. He's in Thunder Bay. He's a little bit isolated.
Mm.
Yeah, but Fraser, in my opinion, won that match, even though the refereeing said differently.
Mm-hmm.
There was some shenanigans going on there. Not any fault of Jason's, but he's officially the winner. It's close enough that they should pull again. But I mean, he took on Jaden Majensky as a young up-and-comer, and now Ty. So good luck to you, Ty. But I think the old man stays on top.
Yeah, I do too. So
Joe Fox versus Alex.
Oh man, I don't want to even talk about this one.
Why not?
Because they're both good friends of mine.
Hey man, they can't. It's arm wrestling. You're gonna compete. Yeah. You can't take it personally. So, Mark, that's a lesson for you, buddy. Even though somebody might criticize your pulling and your style, you should not take it personally because Well, you just shouldn't.
Yeah, this is a. Oh man, this is a good match, and man, it's hard to bet against Alex right-handed against anybody. It really is, and
Who's your pick, Jeff?
oh man. If Joe comes up, oh man, Joe says his right is feeling absolutely incredible. I
Well,
think,
it'll have to. It'll have to.
yeah, but man, I just
Listen here. Listen.
I'm gonna. Okay,
Alex
you go first.
Alex has bona fide wins over Anthony D'Antonio.
Against Dallas Langston.
Yeah, he has big wins over tough competitors.
Mm-hmm.
But Joe Fox has probably more world experience than anybody. Well, for sure more than Alex as far as traveling and competing goes, I think. Limited success rate.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I gripped up with Alex at Nationals.
Mm-hmm.
He's strong.
Oh, yes.
And I did a lot of after pulling and felt a lot of hands. But if you could get Jason Levino for a match, that would be amazing, by the way. But
I thought, yeah.
Joe and Alex. I'm not even going to break it down in how it's going to unfold, but I think Alex takes the match.
Yeah, it's
Joe is the dog in this match for sure.
Yeah, he is, and he definitely wants it. He wants to test his abilities up against Alex, but Alex is a tough cookie, and I got Alex taking it 3-2 right now. And I'm sorry, Joe. I love you. You're my brother, but I just man, yeah. I see Alex taking that 3-2.
Do you really see it 3-2 or do you see it 3-0? Because these matches are really hard to say when someone is that is beating someone that someone manages to squeak 2 wins out.
I think Joe can get wins on him. I really do. I'm going to base on his performance at Zloty and at Worlds. Even at Nationals, if Joe is 100% and he's feeling no pain, he's strong, he's training. I think Joe gets wins on him, and I hope Joe. I really do. I hope Joe surprises everybody and takes that match. But he's in for a tough match.
Agreed. Good morning, Dustin. Arm Wrestling Noob says, tuned in late. When are these matches? September the 5th in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the Belich Ranch?
So it's basically 2 miles west of Red Deer on the north end. So the QE2, which runs from Calgary to Edmonton. So that's the main highway there. So in Red Deer, Highway 2, go 2 miles west on 11A, and then a mile north.
You better post a map for people as the event gets closer.
Yeah, I've done that twice.
So I have on my list Clayton Faulkner versus Jesse Halliday, but Clayton is out, Dan Gallo is in, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting match.
Yeah.
Morning, Dan. So I don't know if Dan Gallo has the ability to stop Jesse Halliday in any more than one position.
Yeah, I think all these matches are going to come down to who's been training during this COVID, who's been staying busy, who's been, keeping loose, working hard. And I don't know what Dan Gallo's been doing. I don't know what Jesse's been doing. Jesse's always strong. Jesse has different options in his arsenal. I mean, he can swing out into a King's move real quick, and he's bested a lot of people that way. Neil Looker for one, and he's beat some big dogs too. So I think Dan's more of I guess a one-trick pony maybe, but
He's a bicep puller.
Yeah.
Then you got Dan Woodley saying good morning. Good morning, Dan. Curtis Mocan saying good morning. Good morning, Curtis.
Morning, guys.
When are you going to give Curtis a super match?
He can. You know what I was thinking last night?
No,
if Curtis really wants if Curtis really wants a challenge and he's 230 pounds right now, come on out, Curtis Klaczynski.
Mocan versus Klaczynski. It's not bad. They're roughly the same weight.
Mm-hmm.
But Klaczynski's also put on the COVID-20, and I think he's training hard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going with Jesse Halliday. 3-1 because I think he's going to get caught. Maybe 3-2 because he gets caught. It's who can initiate. But I think that the more efficient way of arm wrestling goes to Jesse.
Yeah, no question about it. And it's just, I think that match is going to come down to who's been staying active. I don't know what Jesse's been doing. I mean, he's always strong, but I think Dan's been going hard. He looks incredibly fit and in shape and as big as ever. So he's coming in heavy too. It's hard to bet against Jesse. And if you're asking me to pick one guy, I think Jesse takes it 3-1.
Okay, and the final. So we went actually main event to the bottom, for lack of a better term, but this might be one of the matches I'm most excited about because I think it's intriguing. Before we get to that, Curtis says you guys are underestimating Dan Gallo. I'm taking Dan 3-1, he says.
Well, how do you underestimate Dan? I've watched Dan pull for years. There's no underestimating Dan. I know Dan, what Dan's all about, and I know what Jesse's all about. And Jesse's beat some much bigger guys in a higher level of competition than I think Dan. And Dan's always pulled lighter guys, right? Dan's always pulled the Leech weight classes, the Steph Harus, where Jesse's taken on the much larger guys and taken some pretty significant wins.
So what you're telling me is Curtis doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, I'm just saying, nobody's underestimating anybody. I know what Dan's about. I've known Dan since I've been in the sport, and I know Jesse really well. And it's they're both great pullers. But I think when you look at the Dan's season, Dan's been in it for a long, long time. Jesse's one of those guys. He's a natural, man. He's.
And then we've got, okay, Curtis says, but you're right. It comes to who's prepared.
That's what we were talking about.
Is it Vitali or Vitali? I've heard it said both ways.
I call him Vitali.
Okay.
A lot of guys call him Vitali.
Versus Steve Gaber.
Yeah.
Now, two big super heavyweights. Although, yeah, man, that's a good match.
Mm-hmm.
How does Vitali pull primarily?
Well, Vitali's a power puller. He likes to catch you and then use his size and his power just to bring you back over and
in a hook.
Yeah, in a hook. He'll go both ways, but it all depends where you take him. He'll catch you. He'll catch a top row. He'll catch a hook, and he'll just power you back to his side. But Steve Gaber, he's kind of the same. He's just straight side pressure. I think I haven't seen too much of him. Maybe he's got more in his repertoire, but
side drag and
yeah.
Is that a right-handed match?
Yep.
Side and drag. So I think Steve's going to take him over a little bit, and they're going to have a war. It's going to come down to who is in better shape.
Yeah. And right now, Vitali is in incredible shape.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting, man. So the intangible here is what Gaber's been doing since all
exactly. Yeah.
And normally Gaber is pretty good as far as being in shape goes.
Mm-hmm.
The way his build and the way he pulls are not efficient for stamina. So I mean, this one could be a true 3-2 situation.
Yeah.
And I think it probably goes to Gaber.
You know, I would have said that a month ago, but after feeling Vitaly here last week, I switched my tune. I would have said, if we would have talked about this a month, 2 months ago, I would have said Gaber takes at 3-1. I'm giving Vitaly 3-2.
Okay, fair. But I'm going to say Gaber. In fact, I'll put lunch on it.
Okay, deal.
Okay.
You got to come here though and buy.
I got to drive all the way to Red Deer just to buy you lunch. I'll transfer you a coupon.
Sounds good. Go chalet.
And if I win, if my guy wins, you got to come to Portage-la Prairie, Manitoba, and buy me lunch.
Sounds good. I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm going to Montana in October though.
Are you flying?
Yeah, I probably will.
Okay. If you're driving, as I say, it's not that much farther. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I got to go pull the Montana State Championships.
Okay, cool. Well, there you have it, folks. We have talked about all the matches because Mark was a no-show. Evan was a maybe to start with, and fair enough, he was here last week. So, Mark, wherever you are, I hope you're doing okay. And I hope you're more prepared for your match than you were this show. But I doubt it. Don't lose my $50 just because I'm betting on you.
There's your motivation, Mark. Get up, get training.
Yeah, and you know what, man? We are, well, we're just over 3 weeks from the show. So you maybe got 2 weeks of training left in you. If you're not strong enough now, you're too late. It's too late. It's over. Oh, we have a question from Dan Woodley. Could BLM or Matt Mask's contract be in jeopardy if he loses at this event?
No.
No?
No.
No. I think the contracts. Well, here's the thing, Dan. Here's how it goes. If you're on the contract, you're under contract. You're not breaching the contract. The only thing that would jeopardize your contract is if you breach your contract. Now, Matt can pull. He can pull against the opponent that was selected.
Yeah, I got approval.
Yeah, and if he loses, it might affect who he pulls in the future, but it doesn't necessarily affect anything with his contract.
No.
Matt Mask is a huge star in the WAL.
Yeah.
He just is.
Yeah.
And I don't think anything that happens at a match outside of the WAL is going to have an effect on that.
Yeah, there's no question. It has no effect whatsoever.
Yeah.
And talking to, when I was talking to WAL, it was very clear that, a guy like Matt, BLM, they're moving ahead, with these guys and promoting them hard regardless of any outcomes of matches outside of WAL. So,
well, here's the other thing. I mean, with BLM, I don't think he's as solid in the WAL as Matt Mask is. In fact,
no,
for sure not.
Yeah.
But Dallas might have been a match that they would have put together at some point.
Yeah.
So, a potential match in the future, like having a match with Ryan Bowen, just the fact that you get that match, even though Ryan is not the top guy, he's going to promote that match and make you a household name.
Exactly.
Just for being in the match with him.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, and this is just me talking, BLM needs to win this match, or possibly that other match is in jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Says, would you still want BLM to pull Mr. Australia coming off a loss? Not necessarily. You might see Dallas Langston get that match instead of BLM.
You think so? I don't know if that changes.
It might not, but it might. It might. I mean, there's a couple of matches. It might not be either one of them, because we both know that Justin Bishop has been wanting that match for a long time. Maybe he leapfrogs BL, or maybe or maybe not Justin does, but Ryan does. Ryan Bowen does. Maybe that's the match that happens instead. If any of this comes to pass, and BLM doesn't win, maybe Bowen pulls somebody else.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that match is already signed and agreed upon. I think if BML loses, there's a whole lot of excuses that can be used.
Now, it was signed and agreed upon to happen 2 months ago. That doesn't mean it's agreed upon to happen in 2021.
Fair enough. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair enough.
Just saying.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Let's say WAL tells me that they're working on something for the late fall. BLM's name come up, your name come up. Whether they are or they're not, I have no idea. But yeah, I agree. If this bleeds into 2021, that match can definitely be shuffled, and it may not happen.
Yeah. Well, you ready to put a bow on this thing?
Yeah, are you coming out September 5th? Have you made up your mind?
I prefer not to say, Jeffrey.
Surprise appearance.
We'll see. I have been in talks with the missus about it.
Well, that's the biggest hurdle.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. This has been the special episode that was extra special because the guests didn't show up. Jeff, thanks for coming.
Anytime.
But we're going to try to have something really good for you on Friday morning. So hopefully these Alberta guys don't mind getting up early again.
Hey, I'm always good.
Right on. All right, signing off. Jeff, I might see you Friday.
Right on, man.